We're back, everybody.
Yep.
Everybody's back. Great, great.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're back.
Hi.
Hi. Just trying to get everything here for this. I'm on a new computer. Well, I'm not. It's not a new computer. It's. I'm using my girlfriend's computer because her computer is better, but it's newer. So I'm trying to understand everything. I'm used to my old computer. Anyways, it is good to be back, guys. Let's do this. I'd like to move on, and I want to show you guys the intro to drama key terms. I'm gonna call this up here. Let me stop that presentation, and I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna go through fast. I didn't in person. This usually takes 2 or 3 weeks to go through all of them. But I'm going to go through. I'm going to rush through this, and just to kind of go over the basic terms of drama. Okay, and here we go. Boom. There it is, and it's going to be this. There. Let me start the slideshow. Boom. Okay, you can see drama and theater for the stage by Brandon Thompson. So drama. What is drama? It's real simple. Drama is just telling a story. I don't know if you can see it all. Telling a story intended for representation by actors through dialogue or action, often called a presentation or a performance. That's pretty simple stuff. That's what a drama is, though. As we see next, go through next real quickly. Next, so what is a play? Then I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think a play is? I'm going to ask any of you. Anybody want to write down an answer? What do you think a play is? What's a play?
It's something to let you show you what you think and what that you act out.
Yep, it is. Exactly. You've got some key words there that are really, really important. Here's what I wrote down. It's a piece of writing that tells a story through the actions and words of characters, usually performed on stage. It's real simple. It's acting out. And of course, yeah, you're using these words and you're using these actions and these emotions. I didn't put emotions there, but you're putting it down. And you're doing it on stage, right? So let's move on to this. I'm just going to go real quickly. My neighbors are letting off fireworks, so hold on. Can you hear that? It's been going on all day. It's crazy. Here. So next up, we're going to look at the play. These are all the different things that some vocabulary that I would be teaching. For instance, playwright, the person who writes a play. Can anybody give me an example? And I think I just saw somebody. What's an example of a playwright? Oh, who's an example of a playwright that you know of? I see one right there.
Shakespeare.
You got it. Shakespeare, of course. Shakespeare's one of the most popular examples of a playwright. There's many, and I could go over so many others, but we'll leave it at Shakespeare. Everybody knows Shakespeare. We'll move on from Shakespeare because I don't want to spend too long on this. But going back, so we have playwright, Shakespeare, the script. The script, of course, we were actually looking at a script earlier, the script about Death riding the train. Well, this is a printed copy of a play, basically. It doesn't even have to be printed. Nowadays, you can just use it look at it on your iPad or on your phone even. But it's a copy of a play. It shows all the people who are going to be speaking, all the actors, and it shows the stage directions. Next, we have the acts. Usually used on a lot of plays, they use an act. An act is a big part of the play. Usually most plays are 2 acts. Some plays are singular act, 1 act, but a lot of Shakespeare's plays are 2 acts. Act 1 and Act 2. Act 1 is usually setting up the scene, usually setting up the story and setting up a problem. And Act 2, that problem is either resolved or, well, if you've seen some Shakespeare plays, that problem becomes bigger. So and of course the scenes. They're small sections or portions of a play. Each act has usually between 3 and 8 scenes in it. 8 is the most I've ever seen for scenes. But a scene is usually just a different location. Maybe sometimes it'll be in the, if you're doing Shakespeare, one will be in the park maybe. The next scene will be in the castle. The next scene will be in the city. Something like that. Each scene is different. Next one, let's just go through fast. The people. I think we all know actor, male performer. What do you call a female performer?
Actress.
Ooh, you got it, actress. Although I'm told that's a little sexist now. I'm told that females can be called actors as well. So, but let's go with what we have here, because this is an older one. Actress, of course, female performer. Yeah. The cast, C-A-S-T. Cast is all the performers, all the actors and all the actresses. Anybody who portrays a character on stage is a part of the cast. Okay, and of course the director. We all know, we talked about directors. Our favorite director. Well, a director on stage kind of does the same thing. He's the boss of the whole show and tells them how to act, tells them where he wants them to stand to deliver certain lines. And he instructs the actors on how to portray the characters. Yeah. Next. I'll just try to go through quickly here. The theater. The theater is really simple. I wanted to break it down for everybody. A building where a play is performed containing the stage and seating area for the audience. Of course, the audience, I made sure the audience was the audience is very important. Without the audience, you can't do anything. So here's the areas of the stage. I'll go through quickly. Backstage, hope everybody sees this. Backstage, area behind the scenery, not visible to the audience. Backstage is usually where the actors are waiting, or backstage is usually where, usually a lot of the crew is waiting back there to help out. They're moving things around backstage. Center stage, area in the center of the stage. That's pretty simple. Downstage, area closest to the audience. Yeah. When you're on stage, when you're acting on stage, you must know where downstage is, where center stage is, and of course, where stage left and stage right are. Now, the area to the actor's left or right as he or she faces the audience. It's really important to know because it can get confusing. Which one is stage left and stage right? Here, let me actually show you. And don't worry about this. We go over it during class. But here, let me just show you. I made this little. I'm not the best at PowerPoint, I'll be honest with you. But I wanted to show you guys. These. Slow with this. There we go. Good. You can see right here, it says there's the audience. Once you know where the audience is, it gets a little easier. That's the audience there. Okay. See it? Audience is here. Then, of course, imagine if you're on stage and you're facing the audience. So center stage is right here in the middle. Stage right is actually over here on the left of the audience, right? And stage left is on the right of the audience. Upstage and downstage. So if the director, I remember when I was in a play in university and I was really nervous, and the director said, "Brandon, come downstage." And I moved upstage. I moved to the back. Downstage I thought was back. And boy, he yelled at me because we were close to the performance. So I made a mistake and he got really nervous, and everybody, there's a lot of energy in a show. So when I moved, he said, "Come downstage," and I moved upstage. And he was like, "Brandon, what are you doing? Do you even know where you are?" I was like, yes, I do. It was very, very embarrassing in front of a whole cast and all the crew. Everybody was really quiet. I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm lost in my feelings." Anyway, there you have backstage right here. This is where usually a lot of things are stored. And this is all on stage right here. Stage right, center stage, stage left, and downstage and upstage. Here. But if we were there, if we were in the same room together, I would be showing you all of this, and we'd be playing a little game. All right, move on. Next, boom. I don't want to do too much of this. Here's stage directions. Cue. Has anybody seen this word cue? Not cue that you line up. This is C. Cue, something that precedes the next action. Have you ever seen that before? If any of you have written or have seen a script before, the word cue, C-U-E, it refers to another action that's coming up. For instance, if you'll read on a script, it might say cue lights. Cue lights turning on, cue lights turning off. Cue just means it's like a direction for the crew to turn off the lights, or cue music, or cue cue. Oh, cue. Not only cue music, but cue also. It could be sound effects too. Cue, you know, cue firecrackers outside. Right. So there's cue there. I don't want to do too much more of this, but cut stops the action, of course. Yeah. You know, cut this, stop the action, and exit, of course, to leave the stage. Enter and exit are pretty simple, but you'll see it written in the script. You know, this actor, like in Harry Potter, the script, it would say Harry Potter leaves the screen, or Harry Potter leaves, exit, Harry Potter. I'll skip by the plot, the theme, the character. We're okay. I'll go over that for another time. These right here, show you this. Language, the formal setting or dialect. Of course, language just simply means, you know, what language we're doing it in, whether it's English, Chinese. Sometimes it can be neither. It can be unspoken. Then the dialogue. Dialogue is in between two characters or more. The conversation, what's happening. The monologue. Now, originally, I want to do a monologue. If we were having a semester together, I would definitely have everybody doing a monologue. Monologue is simple. It's just one person speaking, but you're telling a little story, and you're putting a lot of emotion into it because you are that character. So a monologue might be, you know, you walking, maybe you walking on stage and saying, "Hi, everybody. I just got back from the store, and let me tell you this story." And you basically tell a little story about what happened to you at the store. That's a monologue, and there's can be some really beautiful monologues, powerful. Spectacle, of course, just means what you see on stage. Remember, whoever liked Cats. Cats is an amazing visual spectacle because they have, you know, to put it in perspective, these are people, right? But they look like cats and they move like cats. And the stage itself, there's a giant shoe. It's a really big shoe, right? It is bigger than normal because they want you to believe that these are actual cats. It looks
it wants you believe that you are like the cat.
Exactly. Just like you are, it's trying to put you in the visual state of mind that you are like the cat, right? You're the same size as cats, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah. I really love it. And the visual spectacle of, tell me what's the biggest thing in Phantom of the Opera? What happens in Phantom of the Opera? That everybody.
The light.
The chandelier falls down, right?
Yeah.
Very famous. Yeah. You know, and the big spectacle in Les Miserables is they have a big flag and they're waving the flag and they're going into war. Red the blood of every man. You know, that's a visual spectacle. And let's just go a little bit further here. I didn't want to. We all know costumes. That's really simple. Clothing that's worn by the actor. We all know props. These are things, like I said, the flag, that's a prop. Anything that we're using on stage, that's a prop. And these are usually held by the handlers on the backstage side. And then they give them to the actors as they enter the stage. But I think here, I wanted to just do these two. Improvisation. Remember I talked about improv? Remember that? Improv for Second City. That's a lot of my education is from Second City, as well as university. But I learned a lot in Second City, and you learned a lot using improvisation. It's to make up on the spot or perform without preparation. Yeah, that's really what we did. They just told us, so in this scene, you're going to have two people, and two people, they're going to be an A and a B, and there's going to be a C person coming in to the scene, and they are going to come in with a problem, and you two must solve the problem. And that's it. Go. And where are we? We're at a beach. Go. You know, it's weird. But next one is pantomime. I think you understand that. I think most people know that word, not pantomime, but you've seen the middle part of it, right? Or the end, mime. You ever seen the word mime before? M-I-M-E. These guys will give you a little clue. Mime means to communicate without speaking, using only facial and body gestures. Pantomime, of course, acting, right? Acting like you're doing. Have you seen a mime before? They paint their faces white. Very famous in France. That's where they're from. Very famous school in France for mimes. But it's all basically another level of clowning where you act out everything. Like you can act out.
They creep me out with their makeup.
Yeah, they a lot of people hate mimes. Honestly, I know. Actually, my girlfriend hates mimes because they are a little scary, right? They kind of creep people out, but it's a traditional kind of acting, and it is pretty incredible what they go through because they're very, very well trained on how to use their body and their facial expressions because they have to convey to you
chocolate
or sadness all in their face.
So is that Chaplin? Charlie Chaplin?
Charlie Chaplin actually had one of his teachers was actually a very, very famous mime. I think he was educated in England though, but there's a very famous school in France and there's one in England as well. They teach mime. Basically, you're not allowed to talk. You must convey your emotions through your face, right? How do you convey? And they'll give you 3 emotions, and you have to show all 3 emotions. It's really hard to do, you know, how to be, you know, look sad. Right? It's really hard to do. I'm not even great at it. That's for sure. But it takes a lot of practice to be able to communicate just with your face. And then they also use their body. They're so good at just pretending that, like, when they go in and they're in a bathroom, you can tell because they turn on the tap. And they make sure that they turn the tap off, you know. If you turn it on, you must turn it off. You're washing your hands, really wash your hands. If you're drying your hands, really dry your hands, you know. Really see it, really believe it, so that the audience believes it too. Yeah, pretty cool. Excuse me. Next, I'm just going to go over here. We won't do those. That's for a class lesson. So I'm just going to do this. What are 2 types of Greek drama? Does anybody know that there are 2 types of Greek drama? I would imagine some of you know what they are. They're 2 incredibly popular types of drama. Anybody want to guess? There's 2 types. Anybody want to guess on one? I'll put it to you this way. Shakespeare is a big believer in Greek drama. Greek, by the way, is the very first drama. The history of drama.
A drama is all about sad story.
Usually, well, drama. Think about a play. So, what are the 2 most famous kinds of Shakespearean plays? Shakespeare is famous for, of course, he's got Romeo and Juliet.
Romantic.
Well, Romeo and Juliet. See, I think there are moments in Romeo and Juliet that are very romantic. You're right. Very
Tragedy.
Romantic. Thank you. That's exactly the word. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. Because Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet is a very, very romantic. There's moments that are very romantic, right? Wherefore art thou, Romeo? And she talks about, 'tis the moon that does it. Basically, Romeo and Juliet is a love story, but it's a tragic love story, right? The word tragedy. Yeah. Tragedy's one. So there we go. I'm going to write this down. Tragedy is one.
Comedy.
Nice job. Is that Matt? Nice job, bud. Here it is. Here. Well, what are the two types? Tragedy. Character is confronted with a difficult moral choice and usually ends up with his or her death. And comedy. Right. A humorous, entertaining performance with a happy ending. Yeah. If you've seen Midsummer Night's Dream, or if you've read Midsummer Night's Dream by Shakespeare, another example of comedy. Tragedy, you know, Romeo and Juliet is a real example of tragedy. Macbeth, Hamlet, those are tragedies as well. The last one, I just wanted to show you this. The history of drama. Here it is. Drama began in ancient Greece, dating back to 543 BC. It started as choral performances of dancing and singing, honoring the Greek god Dionysus, the god of wine. So maybe that's why everybody likes to drink when they go to see a performance. But choral performances, does anybody know what that means? Choral performances? Anybody know? What do you think? A choral performance. I'll write it down here. Choral performance. I see music and drama. Nice. Choral performance. You know what it means?
It's a kind of drama to fence the people who pray to fence the god.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Very, very similar. One thing that you're forgetting, though, a choral performance, usually it was to please a god, but it was choral performance means a chorus. You know the word chorus? C-H-O-R-U-S. I think it's in Chinese, a fu ge, right? In songs. But yeah. A chorus usually means, like in a song, if you have a chorus in a song, everybody knows it, right? Everybody usually knows the chorus of a song. You know, thinking of, what's a good song that has a good chorus?
We Don't Talk Anymore.
We Don't Talk Anymore. There's the chorus. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. You know that one? Everybody knows that chorus. Maybe they don't know the verse, but they all know the chorus. So everybody will say it together. The whole point of the word chorus is so that everybody knows. Everybody's drawn in. Well, choral reading or a choral performance is when there's a choir of many, many men. Or usually it was men because women were not allowed to act back then. Women were forbidden. They had a lot of men dressing up like women, which, by the way, D-R-A-G. Does anybody know what that means? It's drag. I'm sure you've seen drag performers before, right? Does anybody know what it means? Because I know drag, of course, is very big in the drag queens, right? Yeah. Do you know what is it? What does it mean though? Drag is actually an acronym. Like an acronym like what is it? Well, I guess KFC is not an acronym. It's just but an acronym, of course. Here, dress. There it is. Here's drag. Drag means dress resembling a girl. That's what it's short for. It's an actual acronym. And it comes from the theater because a long time ago, women were just not allowed to dress. They weren't allowed to act, you know. Only men were. So men would dress in drag. They would dress like a woman. And it started way back when with these choral performances that they would have where a chorus of men would say, on this day, you know, in 543 BC, you know, and they would go about the actual performance of the show. Here, I think I'm just going to go to this. Yeah, this is the amphitheater. Don't worry about this. there. Here, let's do some questions. Drama and theater for the stage, a review. Here, let's see if you guys can know some of these. Question 1. Name a famous playwright. Give me a famous playwright, anybody. Who's got one? Famous playwright. Remember that word, playwright? Who's a famous playwright? We mentioned him already.
Can we just say Shakespeare again?
Sure, you can. Why not? Shakespeare's fine. You can also say Andrew Lloyd Webber. You know, he did Shakespeare. He did Phantom of the Opera and whatnot. He's a playwright. What about this here? Let's go to the next one. Yeah, we'll go real quick. Next one, question 2. What would the word exit mean when written in a script? What do you think?
To leave the
You
stage.
leave.
What's that? One more time.
To leave
You
the
leave.
stage.
Leave the stage.
Yes, nice. I see you're talking at the same time, but you're right. Both of you are right. It does. It definitely means to leave the stage. Yes, exit means the character leaves the stage. Nice job. How about this one? Question number 3. What is an actress?
It's a female
A female
actor.
actor.
Female actor.
That's right. A female performer, right? Yeah, actress is a female performer. Good. Next. Question 4. Which is stage left? Oh, here we go. Tell me, which one's stage left?
Stage left.
C. C.
Easy.
Anybody want to say A?
C.
See.
C.
C.
Very good.
It's-
See.
Very
It's
good.
the
Very
opposite of stage right.
Good. The opposite of stage right. Oh, you're just so smart, aren't you? Yeah, no, you're right. It is. Stage left is C. Very good. Very good. Especially, you must know that when you're on stage. Hey, here's a bonus. Which one is backstage?
F.
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 Which one is Which one is downstage?
G.
Yeah, good, exactly. Now my teacher wouldn't yell at you.
Wow.
Very good. There, the last. I'll move on. So, last question. Question 5. What are the 2 sentences?
Tragedy and comedy.
Comedy.
Tragedy and comedy. Nice job. All right, let's leave it there. I'll close this. Let's do this because we're going to start talking about. I'm going to do the script, okay? And I want your my volunteers. But I wanted to show you before we do that. Let me show you Hamilton. For some of you haven't seen it, and I really want to show you one of my favorite performances. It's written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Do you know him? Have you heard of Lin-Manuel? This guy, let's see.
Yes.
Well, Miranda. Who also, am I right? Did he
Oh.
he sings in Canto, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
I think so, right? He's one of the voices for it. But he's
Yeah.
a phenomenal, not only writer, because he wrote Hamilton, he's a performer, and he's a rapper. And he's just a phenomenal performer. So here, let me just close this. Oop. And I'm going to do a new one. Tab. We're going to look at Hamilton. It's too bad. I think the video is you're right. It's pausing and beeping. I think it's doing it on my side too. I don't want to. I want to. Does anybody know a little bit about the story of this beautiful musical? The Blue Coats. Which country do they represent? Do you know? And
French?
nope. You'll actually see a French guy who represents France. He also has blue coat as well. But these officers here that you see in the on stage, who do they represent? Alexander Hamilton and George Washington.
Oh, America.
Yeah, of course, yeah. They're Americas. Yeah. I'll show you if we continued the video, And maybe I'll let you guys do that on your own. We continued the video, you would actually be able to see. You'd actually be able to see that there's a French officer that joins them. But this is a very famous war that's coming up. The battle of course, America wanting independence from which country?
England.
You're right.
British.
Yeah, and they'll be famous, of course, because you'll see the king, and you'll also, what color of coat did they have? The British. You guys are pretty good at history too, I imagine. You know what color it is? No, don't know.
Red.
Red. Thank you very much. Nice job. It was blue coats versus red coats. That's right. Back in the day. That's Hamilton. And basically that's what Hamilton's about, is how, unfortunately, I want to watch it more, but it's just not, it's choppy right now. If we were in class, it'd be easier. But yeah, that's a great musical, Hamilton. If you haven't seen it, do so. Watch it on YouTube when you get the chance. I actually think they have the whole thing. If you have Disney Plus, you can watch the whole musical on Disney Plus. Let's see. But let's go over here. We're going to go to the drama. Who do we have here for the drama? Who are my volunteers for drama right now? There. Boom. Okay, good. So what I'm going to need, I have 4 parts, okay, in this scene. And I'll set it up. Don't worry, I'll explain the whole thing to you guys. But this is a short little script. It's funny. It's kind of absurd because it couldn't happen in real life. But it's called Death Takes the Train. Does everybody know what death looks like? Have you ever seen there's a guy called the Grim Reaper.
Just you mean death? Just just like under a black cape, and you can see his face.
You know it, yeah. Here, I'll share this with you guys too.
And bring a weapon. I don't know how it's called, a weapon. Just like
it's called a sickle. Yeah, it's called a sickle. Here, I'll show it to you. Boom. This one right here. Boom. This is death right here. You'll see the photos of death. Here's a good one. Here, it's a little slow, but there, right here. This guy. This is called a sickle. They use this to cut down fields, and it's thought that he would use this to cut down life. Right? That's death. This guy. He's usually he wears a long black robe. Nobody really sees his face. We just imagine him to be a skeleton inside, like this picture right here. But the absurdity part of this play is that death is riding. Death is death. Yeah, the Grim Reaper. Exactly. Nice job. Death is riding the train, and we don't know why. So let's take a look here. I'm just gonna start the tab again. Thursday drama. Boom. All right. So I need a Mel, I need a Mitch, I need a Tina, and I need a Marcy. So let's see. Who can help me out here? Oh yes, nice job. Felipe More. That's right. Who can help me out with this? We're gonna go with who wants to be Mel?
Me.
Want to be Mel? Why not? Mel can be a girl. Mel can be a girl for sure. We need a Mitch. So Mel, wait. Who said they want to be Mel? Who's that again? What's your name?
Chloe. My name's Chloe.
Thanks, Chloe. Here we go. Chloe. C-H-L-O-E.
Yep.
Mel's Chloe. Okay. And what about Mitch? What do we have for Mitch?
Can I?
Yeah, sure. You can be Chloe, or you can be Mitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
You want to be Mitch? What's your name?
Daisy. D-A-I-S-Y.
D.
D-A-I-S-Y.
D-I.
D-A-I-S-Y.
D-A-I-S-Y. Daisy. Gotcha. Daisy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daisy. Good. So Mitch is Daisy. So Mitch, Daisy, you'll be Mitch. Okay, good. Who can be? Now let's go to the girls. Who wants to be Tina?
Me.
Woo, Tina, awesome. What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
Vivian.
Vivian. There you go, Vivian. So Vivian, you are Tina. And last but not least, who can be Marcy? Marcy's another girl that joins the play just a little bit later on.
Me,
Sure. What's your name?
Jucia.
How do you spell your name?
Jucya.
Jucya. Jucia. Awesome. Jucya. Right? Perfect. So, Chloe, you're Mel. Daisy, you're Mitch. Vivian, you're Tina. And Jucia, you're Marcy. Okay? And I will read the stage instructions for this play. And we're going to go through it slowly. If you don't understand, or if you need some, you want to understand again, just ask a question or put your hand up, and I'll answer any questions we need. It is again a short play. It's a little absurd, which means it's a little bit crazy because death is riding on a train. And the reason why I like this play a lot is because Mel, Mitch, Tina, and Marcy, they don't have a real personality unless you want to give them a personality. You know what I mean? There was nothing written for each character. They're just normal people on a train. And if you want to make them special, you can do so. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I want to ask Chloe, Daisy, Vivian, and Jucia, can you please just unmute your microphone. Okay. And the rest of you mute your microphones. And let's start this amazing drama called Death Takes the Train. And I'll read the stage descriptions and we'll start, okay? Here we go. A train car is empty. Groups of people shuffle in and settle into seats to the right. People are talking about their trips and their destinations and how tired or hungry they are. Then, after a pause, the Grim Reaper enters the train and sits alone on the left side of the train car. So now imagine all the people sitting on the right and the Death sitting by himself on the left. Mel, go ahead. I won't read the names. You know who your character is. Please just read the line underneath your character. Go ahead.
Okay. Excuse me. Is that who I think it is?
I think so.
Oh, what's he doing on this train?
How do you know it's a he?
That is always a guy.
Always?
I think so.
Oh, sorry. That's my fault. It's my bad. I'm trying to go down. There we go.
But he's wearing a dress.
That's not a dress.
Robe.
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 Yeah,
it
robe.
is a robe.
Yeah, robe.
Guys can wear robes.
Right. Tina? Is Tina there?
They can wear a robe, but only after a shower.
Or if they are judged.
Death is like a judge.
Yeah.
True. I see what you mean.
A justice of the peace.
Yeah, justice.
A justice of the rest in peace. You know, R.I.P.
Nice one.
Yeah, exactly. It's a joke. This is the rest in peace here. I'll move down a little bit. There we go. Mitch?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Enter Marcy, who notices Death right away and approaches the other passengers.
Hey, can I ask you, is that...
Yep.
Whoa, what's he doing here?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Maybe he's going to home like us, or maybe he might be here for one of us.
Ooh, now that
One of
a
us?
little scary, right? You're like, maybe he's going home like us, or maybe he might be here for one of us. What does that mean?
He might be killing one of us.
He might be killing. Yeah, it might kill one of you guys, right? So, sorry. Back to one of us, right?
Me? Okay. One of us?
No, he's probably on his way somewhere.
Why is Death is on his way?
Why
That is taking the chair?
Yeah, nice.
His wind horse, oh, that didn't have the guts to do there.
To go there.
Get it?
Get it?
Because, get it?
Yeah.
Because it's skeleton.
Skeleton horse, right? Skeleton horse. You get it? No guts. It's a stupid joke, Mel.
Please don't explain the joke. It's not funny if you have to explain it.
There you go.
Geez, I'll just let Mitch make all the jokes then.
Oh,
Thank you. You're welcome.
you're welcome.
Death taking the train doesn't make any sense. Doesn't that take too long? Wouldn't Death begin more of a hurry?
Maybe not. Modern machines keeping people alive longer. Maybe it's not in a hurry anymore.
Oh, maybe he doesn't have a lot of money like the rest of us. The bad economy is even affecting Death.
Yeah.
You have a point. What's your name?
Mitch?
Mitch has a point. People aren't dying as quick as they used to or as often. Modern medicine can keep people alive for years beyond what normally would kill him. I'm Marcy, by the way. Nice to meet you, Mitch.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, he's being very environmentally aware too. Trains burn much less energy than planes and cars. That is doing his part to help the Earth.
Wouldn't that like pollution?
Not necessarily. I think he likes Mother Nature.
Yeah.
I wonder
where... I'm sorry.
I wonder where Death takes people.
To the HE double hockey.
Hockey sticks. You know what a hockey stick is? A hockey stick looks
Hockey
like
sticks.
Yeah. A hockey stick looks like the letter L. So to where? To HELL, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
To the HE double hockey sticks placed down below.
Yeah.
What if they are good?
Heaven.
Won't that be an angel then?
We're all assuming there is a heaven.
I did like to think there is.
Mel says.
It's nicer that way. Thinking there is someplace good we go if we lived a good life, and that bad people are punished for being bad.
And Tina?
But who decided what is good and what is bad?
God.
What if you don't believe in God?
That's okay. God still believes in you.
Yeah.
I'd feel a whole lot better facing death if I knew for sure.
Well, then go and ask.
Go talk to death?
Why not? What are you afraid of?
What do you got to lose?
Yeah.
Well, accept your life.
Not funny. Fine, I'll go. Someone has to ask.
Glad that someone is you.
Yeah.
Shut up, or I'm going to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Sorry.
So Tina walks over to Death and speaks to them.
Sorry.
The audience.
What do you think they're talking about over there?
I don't know.
I wish we could hear them.
Nobody can hear you guys. Go. Tina finishes speaking to Death and walks back to the other passengers, laughing.
Well?
Don't keep us in suspense. Why is that riding the train?
You wouldn't believe it.
Try us.
Death is on his way to work, haha.
I knew it.
Where does he work?
He says he is working at the front of the train today.
Is he driving the train?
Of course not. He doesn't know how to drive a train. Wait.
He's going to kill the conductor of the train. And the train, of course, everybody on the train is going to die. Yeah, that's the whole point of the story. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh wow.
Nobody likes that. But yeah, I've seen it performed. It's actually pretty funny. Because you could add your own sense to each character, deliver the line how you want to. It's a cute little play. Nice job. Really, really great job. Thank you very much, Chloe, Daisy, Vivian, and Josiah. Nice job. Yeah, that was great. Really, I like that story too. Me too. It's a unique story about. It's kind of absurd, but it talks about what real people would talk about, right? You know.
Yep.
Kind of a crazy moment, but you're like, do you believe in God? I don't know. Is there a God? I don't know. And they talk about everything that is kind of important, including the environment and the economy and everything else. But listen, theater itself, I don't know if you guys are interested at all. I hope you are. Acting is, I'll put it to you this way, because we don't have much time. In high school and university, I don't remember my math classes. I don't remember a lot of my science classes. I remember a lot of moments on stage. I remember being in the school play. I remember the feeling, that the friendship and the bonding that I felt in each show. I remember how good it felt to be on stage and to be a part of a cast. I still have friends that I'll have for my lifetime from those shows. Theater is it's in my blood, and I'd love to be able to share that with all of you. And I hope that I got you a little bit interested in it. Not only just theater, movies, of course. Movies are incredible, you know. I hope that you guys are interested in acting, and I would look forward to doing something in person to actually have a real opportunity to play, because that's what this is all about, is playing and growing and, you know, pretending to be something that you're not. That's the best part about it, having fun. All right, so I just want to say thanks, everybody. Thank you to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Brandon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
You're very, very welcome. If you guys have any questions, you can always here. I know this is weird, but I do check it all the time. But my Instagram is diamonds_BT. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. All right. That's my Instagram. I don't know if you all have Insta.
Sorry,
that's cool
can you say that again?
Sure. I wrote it there in the this one right here. Diamonds_BT. Diamonds_BT. That's my Instagram. So there's some pictures there, and of course I didn't talk about all of the other things. I'm an actor and singer here. Thank you guys. But I'd love to get to know all of you. I hope you're all well. Thank you so much to Peter as well. Thanks so much, Peter.